Welcome everybody. Whoa, RT Lusso here. It's Sunday, early Sunday evening, 5 to 5 in the UK. I've set my camera a little bit lower. It's in a different position that I normally record in. I don't know whether you can hear me. I've got all sorts of different mic devices that are linked up to a cheap phone. There's the light again. If I move, all sorts of strange stuff happens, but it's really quite wonderful. It makes it look really artistic, which I like. So welcome to my current subscribers. Good to see you all. Hope you're well. New ones, thank you so much. Hope you're all doing well and your families and crews are keeping your head above water. Excuse me, I've been down the pub again. Sunday lunch, had a bottle of Malbec, slightly inebriated, but in a happy place, and I hope you are. Today's discussion, two things. Number one, Gretsch Black Phoenix, currently retailing in the UK 3,500 plus. I put a check bar on this, forgot what that cost, fair bit of money, a True Arc. That was about £100, quite a long time ago. And a Brian Setzer signature pickup, which on my last discussion of this cost £145, and I couldn't really tell the difference other than I'd spent £145 and just assumed it was going to be better. So that, I think, is the difference I noticed, the parting of money. So we believe that it's better. Over here, I'll just grab her, is a Gretsch rat rod, which I took the pickups out of this and put certain high-end pickups in it, and I'm going to be really honest, it sounded shit. It really sounded, there's no other word for it. It was unusable for me. It was harsh, unwholesome, all the lovely tone this guitar had with its stock red top pickups, which all the arguments of the hierarchy say they're exactly the same as black tops. No, they are not. Sorry if this upsets you, but they're not, you know. But some people like them, some people, if you want to switch and spend 310 quid on high-end pickups, good luck. I put £36 cheap ass P90s in it, and it's the best sounding Gretsch I have currently. And I can tell you, because I've been a session player, I've done lots of recording, and I've spent hours listening to this. Again, you might go, that's just your taste. We will never win in an argument. This isn't an argument, this is a discussion. I'm selling this guitar because I can't merit having something worth so much money that doesn't really cut the mustard, and because there's so much invested in it, I'm not sure I want to go out and sort of risk losing it, or it getting stolen, or getting beat up at gigs with microphone stands flying everywhere and people leaping about. It's a beautiful thing, and I will really miss it. I love playing it. It does play really nice, although I had to endure a year of the neck being completely bananaed on it, which I wasn't expecting, and none of the luthiers I took it to could work out what had happened to it. But anyway, enough of all that. Many of you have asked, well, not here, about 3 people have, about the song Sallyann, which is actually really called the Empath Strikes Back. It's one of mine. It's the title track of a new album. How to play it. So I don't know whether you can see this. I'm going to cover the intro. I have to move my phone again so you can, that's better, so you can see it. And this is part 1. I'll play it to start with, and I'm not going to do tabs. We don't need tabs because we've got eyes and ears. Anyway, the intro to the song goes roughly like this, and it's in A. Just fire up my other amp there, so. So that's the first part. if you can, the killer grit, the Steve Cropper method. So let's do that again. The A. So you're hammering on the G string here to G. Do what you want. So that's the intro. I'll do it again. Sorry about the camera angles, but some of you, I think it's important that you have to work for this information. Makes you remember it better. And it does that 3 times, I think. Can't remember, and then it goes into the opening chords, which I will cover later, but let's just see. Yeah, you must be able to see this. I'll do another one. Whoa, a jazz chord. Into the song itself, which is more to be explained later if you awesome right one more time. That's it for today. Bottle of Malbec is Sunday, it's now 5 o'clock. I promised I'd do one a week, so I don't apologise for the shoddiness of this lo-fi video, because I'm entitled to do what I like, and so are you, and I just recommend you do something nice, and I'm trying to be nice. And I'm nice about these guitars, they're beautiful. The pickups are wonderful, but they're very expensive, and you know, if I had the wealth to sort of keep something like this, I'd probably buy another one, but I don't, so it's kind of, I've got to let it go, and it's very sad, you know. I'm really looking forward to spending more time on this wonderful guitar, which plays beautifully. The neck scale is differently. I do like this extra length of the Black Phoenix. It's very likely I'm going to be putting P90s in this, because I just think, for me and for my taste, and I'm not saying that you should be influenced by my taste like I've been influenced by so many, in fact the opposite. But I'm finding, for my taste, that the P90s in Gretsch's sound more like the great Gretsch sound that I heard recorded in some of my favourite music, possibly because they're close to De-Armands. It's possibly that, but I think that they just bring out some of the tone of the wood better than Filtertrons. I did have a Gretsch Tennessean that I did lots of session work on, and it was a 65 or 66, you know, semi, but it didn't have the F-holes in it, and it had Hylatrons, lower output, but the sweetest sounding guitar, and it just, every note was just perfectly captured with that. They kind of get lost in a wash with these Filtertrons, and hence why TV Jones possibly made this Brian Setzer signature, to bring about more clarity. well, I'm not willing to spend £145 for a little extra clarity when I can get it loads more clarity and a better tone from a cheap imported Middle Eastern pickup based on a P90. I've since been in touch with the company that make them Vanson pickups, and I've asked them to tweak a set for myself that are slightly different for another guitar actually, and I may even start selling them, but I won't be selling them for £145 just for clarity. They'll still be cheap, and of course you can just go, but I recommend just finding some cheap P90s, make sure they're wax potted, or otherwise you could, if they're not wax potted, you could sell them on as a full fidelity P90, which is the latest TV Jones pickup, is just a Filtertron that hasn't been wax potted. Ever think you're being cheated? Anyway, I'm a bit of an ex-punk. Sorry if this upsets you, I don't mean to do that, but the truth needs to be spoken about. Don't get duped by all this expensive stuff. There's really cheap delay pedals out there. I've got a Mua tiny little delay pedal that sounds great, and if you use other pedals with it, you can simulate some of the pedals that are out there, super expensive, that claim to give you this sound, but to me, I've heard them, they're great, but they're too processed. Anyway, controversial Sunday post, Gretsch talk. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, be cool, and I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your guitars, love your community, take care of one another. Catch you later.